Good morning all, welcome back to the woods. Out for a chill out, in the hammock, do some breakfast. Slightly different breakfast this morning, not my usual. So I've got some oat pancakes, so I thought I'd make them. I made them at home and they're like proper yummy. So I thought I'd give it a go in the woods, cook it on the fire, see what happens. Got a couple of rashers of bacon as well just to back it up. Nice. I think we better get set up, get the fire going, get a brew on and start chefing. So, for you eagle-eyed people out there, I've swapped tops. Took my t-shirt off because it was a bit damp anyway, but because it's got short sleeves, there's bitey things in the woods again. It's that time of year. So I've took that off, dried that out, put this on for now. Hopefully it'll give me some sort of protection. If not, I'll have to get the DEET out. Trusty stove out. Get the fire mat. Some sort of protection. I mean, heat still goes through it, but it's better than none, you know. Job done. Let's get some wood chopped, eh? Going to use a different method of getting the fire going today. Got some lint from the tumble dryer, plenty of it. Normally throw it away, but I'm going to use it for getting the fire going, just to help it along. Going to use some old dodgy sanitizer. We've all got plenty of that left over from you know what. When it lights on its own anyway, with the fibres and everything, but that'll just help it, you know, prolong it a bit more. You don't need a lot. Just put it out of the way in case that combusts. Right, let's get the ferro rod out. That took longer than it should have done. grill ready. Works a treat. She's going now. Right, let's get the kettle on and get a brew going. Sorry, concentrating on something else. Let's get that on there. Hopefully that shouldn't take too long. While that's brewing up, I'm going to get my cup ready, get it all prepped, start making the batter mix for the pancakes, and then it's ready to get in my belly then, isn't it? Once cooked, obviously. So in there I've just got some rolled porridge oats, got some plain flour, bit of bicarb in there, bicarbonate of soda, pinch of salt, a little bit of caramel juice, but caramel syrup, just to give it a bit of flavour. And I just add the egg in there, and now the milk. Well, that might do it. You don't want it too runny. All I want now is the kettle to boil. To be fair, she's bubbling, so I better get ready with that, otherwise it will put the fire out. Sorry, shaky shaky. I think that'll do because she's getting there. That's it. Just do that there. Don't fall over, don't fall over. I think I'll leave it there actually because that's quite stable there. So we put the glove back on. Something like that. There's enough H2O there for a second brew and also to douse the ground once I've finished with the fire. Let's see if I can get that lined up, something like that. That's it, lid's on, so if I knock it over I've got a chance of keeping some. Right. I could really do with them flames dying down a little bit. So let's heat the pan up. Stick some bigger logs on. Hopefully that will calm it down. And then we can start cooking. Happy days. Right. Let's make the first one, eh? Let's cook it and see what it does. That's a bit too hot. There should be enough here for 3 pancakes, maybe 2, maybe 3. Let's put that there so you can see it. I reckon we get 2 out of that. That's going to be my plate. darker shade of brown than I normally like, but it'll do. Well, that's the first one done. First mistake. This one's not going to flip as easy as the other one. It'll do, it's made a mess. Let's take that off. The heat from the pan should cook the rest. Right, that is breakfast served. Let's get it in my belly, eh? Like I said, let's get this in my belly. Let's move the grate off of there. Shall we stick some wood in there just for some TV? I think. Keep it ticking over, just in case I want a second brew. Right, I'll bring you back in the hammock. Super. Well, pancakes, to be fair, come out better than expected. Being in the woods and you can't really control the heat of the fire really, so no, good. Bacon's a bit crispy, but it'll add to the flavour. Not bad. Not bad at all. Right, I'm going to get this in my belly and I'll bring you back. Well, that definitely hit the spot. Pancakes come out alright. That was alright. That was nice. The bacon was better though. Nice thick cut bacon. Charred by the fire. Yummy. Now, it's time to mellow out. Chill. Put my feet up. Drink my brew. Or my caramel latte. I listen to the woods. It's that time again. So I've dug the fire pit out, doused it down with water, let it all cool down, cover it back over, and then that should pretty much do it. I mean, there's no heat there whatsoever, that's all wet from the water. Happy days. I'll cover it over again properly once I've picked all my shizzle up. So, oh sorry, gimbal gone funny. Right, that is all my rubbish. My hammock, the views that I've got. Same place as always. I've just scouted down further downhill into the woods. There's a couple of areas there that look promising, but there's not really much chance of a hammock hanging there. So that'd be ground dwelling only. A couple of logs that have gone over. Potential for seating, but I do like my hammock. So the search is still on. So I've put my hoodie on because it was getting chilly in the old hammock. No underquilt on, it's in my bag. Didn't think I needed it, but when you stop moving, it got a bit cold. I'm going to pack all this up and then I'm going to head out. So I'll speak to you soon. Well, as always, nothing left. Time to head out. Later.